Assalamu alaikum. So in the previous lecture we have discussed on turbines, various turbines that are going to be used and that are used in your hydropower plant and the way of applications of those turbines. And then we have discussed the different forces which are coming into the turbine, and here we will be discussing about classification of your hydropower plant, and then we will be doing some one numerical. Okay, then let's start. Now the classification of your hydropower plant have different parameters or different way or different areas where you can classify your hydropower plant. And here if you see, and there are different upon different areas we are classifying, like first is your load, and then the hydraulics or storage consideration, and then the head. So previously we have discussed about head, height of the head, and the way we are building a dam we have discussed on this, but we will be again discussing on that also. But here the first consideration is about a load. Here load means electrical load. Okay, so we are more focused on electrical side. So this electrical load have two different loads, that is your base load plant and peak load plant. So before understanding what is your base load and peak load, you should understand what is actually a load. So if you are seeing a power plant, if you are seeing a ratings of the power plant, you might have seen that the rating is in kV and megawatt. Okay, simple plant can be rated in kilowatt, kilovolt and megawatt. So this megawatt rating, if you are seeing, so like 1000 megawatt plant, so this 1000 megawatt plant, if you are saying, then this 1000 is your rating. Okay, or the load rating that it can give. Now this megawatt ratings is generally talks about your peak load. So the maximum load it can handle is 1000 megawatt. Okay, so then what is your base load plant? Now the base load is average load. So if you are considering your cycle in your home also, if you are seeing the consumption of your electricity in your home, you might find out that if you are using fan or AC or lights, the consumption is more at daytime, and when it comes to night time, the light consumptions are not there. So what happens, the overall load goes down. So the that is what called as that. And there are, if you are average, on an average, if you consider the consumption of load, that average load is called as base load. Okay, and for some period of time there occurs a peak load. Like if you are saying the electricity consumption during afternoon, during afternoon is very less. Okay, and when it comes to evening and morning, the electricity consumption is quite more, not only in your home but considering your street lights, considering your industrial sector, they also give a specific time of operation. Okay, so this the time is generally, the peak load time is generally for a short duration. So this hydropower plant is decided also on the basis of base load and peak load. So this base load is for long duration. Okay, this base load is for long duration, and this peak load is for short duration. This is for short duration. Okay, so what the plant, if you are making some plant, the hydropower plant is installed and if it serves your grid, or if it injects power to your grid, it depends on the availability of your water. So if the availability of your water is just for a seasonal concern, we seasonal, that means in a rainy season, if your dam is filled and your water is flowing, then those plant can be used for peak load. Okay, those plant can be run for peak load demand. Those cannot be used for base load, so you can't get power from all throughout the year. Okay, so this those plant which have availability of the water throughout the year, they can be they can be told as a base load plant. Okay, these plants supplies power to the grid throughout the year. Okay, and this plant also gives your, I have already told you that about your duration. It have a long duration. Okay, and it gives continuous power to the grid. When it comes to peak load plant, this peak load plant have been assigned certain period or certain short term to when the peak load comes, like those plant can be assigned for rainy season only. Those plant can be assigned for during afternoon. Those plant can be shut down during the uh, evening cycle. Those plant can be operated along with your operation with uh, your thermal power plant. Okay, so this is the based on this we can classify peak load and uh, uh, base load. If you have a confusion, we will again discuss this thing in the next upcoming section also. There is one section, and there is also different factors, like we will be discussing load factor. Okay, so here simply just note down that this base load have very high load factor. Okay, don't think what is load factor, we will explain in the next upcoming slide. Okay, so the next classification is on hydraulics or storage. Now this is one of the important classification, as you might be hearing right now about your floods coming to a village, and Assam floods, Bihar flood. So because of the majority of floods comes because of building a dam. Okay, and overall if you see the storage consideration and hydraulics means your mechanical or parts that are used to store a plant, like building a dam, or if moving the turbine. These are hydraulics or storage. Okay, so there are different classification. Out of these, the storage plant are responsible for your flood in some areas. Okay, so basically we will be discussing all the things. So first is your run off river plant. So as the name suggests, run off means this plant runs only when your river is there. Okay, so if there is a river and this river flows, this river has a water, so this they install a turbine at the bank of your river, not at the bank or anywhere that can be suited to rotate the turbine, and they install your rotor and generator and alternator, and then they transmit the electricity. Okay, so this is the way. So what happens is that this runoff river plant depends totally on the availability of water in your river. And if during the rainy season, the water flow or the rate of water flow or the speed of that river, downstream river, is quite fast or very dangerous, so it affects your turbine blade also. So there can be a breakage to the turbine blade. So this plant does not depends on the does not have a control on the speed of the rotor speed. Okay, and basically if in particular if you want to say, this plant does not have a control on the turbine blades. So to have a control on this turbine blade, they do the other thing, that they make a pond nearby. Okay, so what they do, they make a small pond nearby. This pond is available. This pond, don't get mistaken by a pond and this dam. There are different, these are different. So pond, you generally dug inside the earth. Okay, and when it comes to dam, you built a wall on the surface of the on the surface of your earth. Okay, so here they, what they do, they built a dam, they store the water, and then they make the turbine to rotate. So they, that makes two advantage. What is that advantage? First, your when these plants, as depends on the water flow or the availability of water in river, but this plant perfectly works in rainy season, but when it comes to dry season, the water availability is very low, so the electricity generation is also very low. So this plant are not considered as your annually generation, and not fit to generate electricity annually. So it depends the for the availability of water. Now to rectify that, they make a pond nearby, so that the this plant during the dry season also, if the pond has water, they can be transmitted, they can be sent to flow the turbine blades of your this hydropower plant. Okay, so this is all things are very on a low scale, these are preferred for a low scale plants. Now next is your storage plant. Now this storage plant, as the name here, we need to store water, so the storage is done by a dam. So this they make a huge dam, and then they store the water, and these water are, as I have shown you, a GIF file where where they store the water, and they how they are making the turbine to run. So this plant is dangerous. Why? When the this when the rainy season comes, the water level increases, the dam water level increases. So what they do, they have a gates. Okay, so there is a gate that stops the water and stores in a store in your walls. So now if this water level increases to a dangerous height or head, that height can make those mechanical walls, or those walls or bricks, or can get break, or that mechanical damage can occurs to those dam. So they do what they do, they open the gates of that plant so that the water flows. Okay, and this water, when it flows, so this water creates the flood areas. Okay, this water gets into the villages, and they have to displace from the areas. So that is the biggest problem of now times. Okay, now what these dams are generally created beside the diversion. They make a diversion, mechanical diversion, and then they make a dam. Like here, if the water is flowing through a river, and they make a diversion here, and they make a dam here, and dam, they store the water here. Okay, so this is the dam, they store the water here. Once they release the water during the rainy season, what happens, these water gets into areas where the human settlements are there. So basically the human settlements are not actually in the path of the river, the human settlements are aside the path of the river. Okay, but as we have already diverted the river direction, so this water gets into the areas of your this village areas. So this is a man-made problem. Flood is a man-made problem. You can't say that it is a natural problem. But in some cases, when really the monsoon is very good, when the water level is very nice, then water level of the this uh, river gets very high, then that is a natural cause. But almost most of the cases, these are in Assam. If you are considering, the Brahmaputra river level is increasing every year. Okay, like it increases, so that's why this they take the as it becomes dangerous, and it can be result as a natural calamity. But when it comes to they make a dam to store, and then the water comes to an area where they don't require, are very less susceptibility to get a water. So that is a man-made problem. So building a dam and then flood comes is a man-made problem. But naturally, if the water level goes up, that is a natural problem. So this is the biggest problem of a storage plant. Now next is your pumped storage plant. Now this plant, making a dam and then using it, so this plant works annually. So this is not a seasonal plant, like this don't work in a particular season, it works for a whole year, because we are storing a water. Next is your pumped storage plant. Now this is a quite like it may be you can say that it's a rectification of a storage plant. Like once when the water level is increasing in the dam, what they do, they don't send water outside, they just make a reversible turbine. Okay, they rotate the turbine in a reverse direction through a mechanical force, so that the water that is stored in the dam gets back to the stream of gets back to the main river. Okay, but this is very difficult. So there is a probability that it may damage your turbine also. So this is one of the way, but it depends on when the water flow of water or quantity of water is quite low. So this pumped storage plant is just a rectification of it. The next classification is based on the height or head of the dam. Okay, so as we have already told you that there are different heads: low head, medium head, and high head, and very high head. Now here we will be discussing first about the range of head. Now first is your low head. So here particularly this dam, the water level is made for 15 meter. Okay, less than 15 meter if you are saying, then this if the water level is less than 15 meter, so it's a low head dam. Okay, low head dam. Now here in low head dam, we usually prefer Kaplan turbine. We usually prefer Kaplan turbine, and these are runoff river power plant. So these are generally runoff river power plant. Okay, preferred for runoff river plant. Next is your medium head plant. So this plant is between 50 meter to 70 meter, between 50 to 70 meter, 70 meter. Okay, so and this medium head or medium head, it uses Francis turbine. Francis turbine, I have already told you about the turbines. So this Francis turbine uses both uh, reaction and impulse forces. Next is your high head dam. So this high head dam is from 71 meter to 71 meter to 250, 71 to 250. Okay, head, the head height is 71 to 250, and this uses your, either you can go for Pelton or either you can go for Francis. So both are suitable for high head dam. Now the next is your very high head dam. So the above 250 meter, above 250 meter, if you are saying, it is your very high head dam. So this range can vary for with different books. You can say that the other books have some different data, but range will be quite similar. Range will be quite similar. Okay, I hope this is greater than 250. Now this very high head dam uses Pelton turbine. Very high head dam uses Pelton turbine. Okay, this is the classification of your hydropower plant. So let's start our one of the numerical. Now, as the question is saying that the utilizable water from a catchment 60 into 10 raised to the power 6 cubic meter annually, and the hydro station has a height has a head of 40 meter. Assuming ideal generator turbine, the power that can be theoretically generated is that is option A, option B, option C, and you can have that. Now, first we should know what is the question is saying. The utilizable water, that is the water that can be utilized from a catchment. Now, this catchment talks about simply a dam where the water can be stored. Catchment means catching something. The catchment, what you are actually catching, you are catching a water. Okay, so this catchment, the what is the capacity? It catches 60 into 10 raised to the power 6 cubic meter annually. Okay, so cubic meter, if you are not don't know, that is meter cube. Okay, so this is your cubic meter, and it catches annually, and the hydro station has a head of 40 meter. And assuming ideal generator means 100% efficiency. So if wherever if you are hearing about ideal, you should understand that it is 100%. Okay, so this ideal 100% efficiency for both generator as well as turbine. So what we need to have, the power that can be theoretically generated is dash. So we need to find out the generation of your power. So we have already know the power flow equation is W into Q into H into efficiency into 9.8. So we have discussed about 9.8 in the this class, interaction class also. So let us just signify what quantities are there and what we will be seeing. So as here it directly says that the head is 40 meter, so the H you have is 40 meter. So this head is 40 meter. Now we need to know efficiency is 100%. It is saying directly, it is saying 100%. So W, it does not have a W, so you should know that W is 100 kg per meter cube. Okay, this is a constant quantity. So other thing is there, we just have to put the values, and we shall first know what is Q. So Q is if you know the Q, this is cubic meter per second. So we need to convert this cubic meter. We have a cubic meter, but we need to convert it into per second. So here if you are seeing that this Q is 60 into 10 raised to the power 6 cubic meter. Okay, and it is saying annually, so we need to convert this annually or yearly into seconds. So what we do annual, this is the number of days, 365 days, and this is the number of hours, 24 hours, and this is the number of in hour, this is the number of minutes, and then seconds. Okay, so what we do, 365 into 24 into 60 into 60, so then we can say that it is cubic meter cube per second. So if you calculate it, you will get 1.9 simply. Next is, as I have already told you, that W will be 1000 kg meter cube. Just put the value there and you will get the answer approximately 745. So the option will be D option. Okay, that is near about. So I hope the hydropower plant, I have covered most of the points, almost 90% points I have covered it. So if you have any problem, you can ask me. So thank you for listening to me for so long till for from thermal to hydro, and then you have to listen for the other parts also. Thank you for it.